Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Cara if you are new here. And as you know, I am a huge reader and I often do book reviews on my channel, but I've been reading quite a lot lately and I feel like if I keep doing reviews for every single book, I'm gonna just have basically a booktube channel. So I thought what I'm gonna start to do this year is book wrap-ups. Now, a YouTuber I watch My Books and Me, which is Victoria, she does book wrap-ups and I really like the idea of combining reviews into one video, and if there's a book that really needs its own review, then I'll do that. So I have 4 books here to review today, and it's going to be books 1 to 4 for 2018, and it's going to help me also keep track of how many books I've read this year. So without further ado, let's get into it. So the first one I read was just before Christmas, but I'm going to include it because these are the last 4 books I've read and these haven't had reviews or anything, and it is I Was Here by Gail Forman. Now Gail Forman is the writer of If I Stay, and this book is about a girl called Cody, and her best friend Meg commits suicide. Doesn't spoil anything because it's literally in the blurb, but Cody commits suicide, Meg commits suicide, and she leaves a letter and it basically tells her like why, but Cody doesn't kind of agree with it, and throughout this book it's kind of her mission to see the real truth behind what happened, why she did leave and kill herself, and like how she did it, and like it also looks at how the family deals with everything and how like her brother deals with it. She's got a younger brother, how it affects the family and the town and her friends and her family. And this was only a really short read. It was literally 270 pages, and it's a really short little book, but this is a really great quick read if you like mental health kind of issue books. I think this was in actually the Zoella book club from last year, but I really like this book. The next one, which I also included in my 2017 favorite movies, is A Dog's Purpose. Now this is the book of A Dog's Purpose, written by Bruce Cameron. This is actually, I didn't realize, the first book out of 3, and this basically tells the story of a dog called Bailey as he is born into different kind of dogs. And the first one, he's basically like a feral dog, and then he's like something happens and he dies, and then he gets reincarnated into a second dog. But basically the story tells of him as a Labrador, which is on the cover, called Bailey, and he basically, I think he lives until like 20 years old or something like that, and then he gets reincarnated as a police dog, and then he dies, and then he gets reincarnated back again into a Labrador, and he finds his old owner. And this book, I kind of struggled at the start. It was a bit slow, but it literally pulled at my heartstrings when I finished it. It was a little bit different to the movie, quite similar though. So if you like dogs or you have a dog or whatever, this definitely is a book to read. It made me want to just get my family dog and just give her cuddles, because I was like, oh my god, I know what you think. So the next one is the second book, a part of the series, and this is Hollow City, which is the second novel of the Miss Peregrine series. And this one, it literally follows on straight after the first one. It like takes a page straight away, and this one is all about all the peculiar children traveling through London and different parts of Europe to find a way to heal Miss Peregrine, because she's trapped in her bird-like form. And this is when they discovered that Jacob can see hollows and stuff like that. And these books were a whim read. I picked them up because Alex had the first one in the cupboard and I didn't have anything to read at that point, and I fell in love with it. But they are so different from the movie. Like literally, I think one chapter in the first book is in the movie. The rest of it's completely different. But Hollow City I really enjoyed. But the third book in the series, Library of Souls, was the one I enjoyed so much out of all 3 books. This one is just basically about Emma and Jacob, and they are the only ones who are free. Everyone else is trapped by the wits in a tower controlled by Miss Peregrine's brother, who is like trying to find the ultimate kind of souls to like take over the world, peculiars. But this one actually is a #1 New York bestseller, New York Times bestseller. And this one I actually read, like the chapters are probably about 100 pages long. I read this in like a week. I loved this book. It was so good. Yeah, as I said, completely different from the movie, but I actually quite enjoyed it because I wasn't expecting what was going to happen because I didn't know. So definitely, if you're going to read Miss Pogren's books, definitely check them out because they're a lot different from what I thought they were going to be. So they are books 1 to 4 of my book wrap up of the year. I really enjoyed these books. If you want to read any of them, let me know which one you are excited to read. Definitely, I think I was here if you like teenagey YA kind of books, but if you like a fantasy book, definitely check out Miss Pogren's series. If you like this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you are new here or you haven't already, and I will see you all with another video on Thursday. Bye!